who threatens to cut the Tamils into pieces. You have a Buddhist monk, the Honorable Ambepitiya Sumanaratana Thera. Enna police? Police. Now when we talk about this, Jativadi. I wish to bring to the notice of this House with regards to an incident that took place on the 5th of November, last Sunday, Honorable Presiding Member. A group of students from the Jaffna University travelled overnight to Batiklo district because there are some livestock cattle farmers who are protesting with regards to Mailattamadu and Madhavane, where these livestock farmers of nearly 300,000 heads are unable to go and use that grazing land because of illegal settlements from the Polonnaruwa district. Corn cultivators have been allowed to settle in these grazing lands, and there is a conflict that is going on. And as a result, these livestock farmers have been protesting for almost a month now. So these students had come down from Jaffna and they had joined the protest. It was a token protest. They had joined the protest right through the morning and had decided that they were going to carry out a small procession. And the police were present when the students had decided that they were going to carry out a small procession. The police, the Sandivali police OIC was also present and had cooperated in guiding these students in that procession. They had given advice that the students must not block the road, so they were only on one side of the road, and they very methodically had done this procession for a few minutes, and thereafter they had broken up very peacefully, non-violently. There was no traffic at that time also. They had broken up, they had had some cool drinks, they had shared it with the police, and eventually got into the bus and they left to go to Jaffna. And after they had left, several minutes after, about 10-15 minutes afterwards, they found that the police were chasing after them. They had chased after them, stopped them, and went on to arrest 6 individuals, saying that they had carried out an illegal procession without permission. Now, Honorable Presiding Member, we all know that the provision with regards to having to inform the police in advance for a procession is not by not doing that, it doesn't become an illegality. The reason why they ask to inform the police in advance is simply because the police can then regulate traffic if in case there is going to be a traffic jam. That is the reason. It is to not inconvenience the public, but the police were already present at this protest. So there was no question of them not knowing in advance. Traffic police were also present, and in fact they cooperated. So then why is it after this procession was done that they were suddenly chased behind and then eventually arrested? I tell you, Honorable Presiding Member, it is because the senior officials of the Batikla police, the SSP Amal Idriman, was the chief culprit. It is he who had put pressure on the police, the Sandivali police, to arrest them, because he had been in turn given political pressure, because nobody wants the Madhavane and Mailattamadu cattle farmers to succeed in this protest. They want to weaken them. They want to weaken them. And as a result, they don't want others coming from outside districts to come and help these protesters and strengthen them. Now, Honorable Presiding Member, I'm asking you, those students were arrested. They were kept overnight, and it was only subsequently that they were released on bail. Is this an offense? Is this something that you arrest? Don't students have the right to protest? Isn't this freedom of speech that is being violated? So how on earth, Honorable Presiding Member, can you expect the Tamil people, when they are being battered by various ways in which their rights are being denied them, these grazing farmers in today's economic situation, if they are not being able to graze, they have not been able to graze using those grazing lands for months now. For months, because of fear, because the army and the police threaten them, and because they fear for their lives. The cattle are destroyed. Grenades are put in the mouths of cattle and they're being destroyed. There is evidence all over the place for this. So why is this happening, Honorable Presiding Member? In this same district, you have a Buddhist monk, the Honorable Ambepitiya Sumanaratana Thera, who threatens to cut the Tamils into pieces. But nothing is done. Nothing is done. Carrying out a peaceful procession with the help of the police is a crime, but a monk who threatens to cut Tamils into pieces and has been violent, not only to the police but to government officials, to the general public, to Tamil people, nothing happens. How on earth do you think that this country is going to reach reconciliation? How on earth is this going to happen? And it is this police that you are asking us to repose trust in order to get justice. For God's sake, Honorable Presiding Member, this is the reality to which this House has to wake up. Now, when we talk about this, Jati Vadu. When we talk about this, we only talk about Tamil things. We are not interested in about anything else. How on earth can we talk about anything else when this is our daily existence? So kindly, Honorable Presiding Member, I ask you, as the presiding member who's been presiding whilst I raised this issue, and I ask the Honorable Dilan Pereira, and I ask the Honorable State Minister for Justice to take this matter up. This is completely unacceptable, and at least now for you to open your eyes to the realities that we face on a daily basis. Thank you, sir.